Дойче Думков, ты еще увидишь, как из-за твоей продажной глупости, Анна-Лена Бербок, Берлин будет гореть.
Надо как-то сделать так, чтобы американские солдаты начали гибнуть.
Да мы сотрем в порошок Варшаву и Вильнюс.
Почему мы признаем Францию в ее границах?
Как я хочу посмотреть, чтобы Урсулиха фон дер Ляля корчилась с куском беспилотника в глотке.
Когда на сегодняшний день мы говорим, что война будет безъядерной, мы, наверное, лукавим.
По количеству на душу населения, правда, Канада ее опережает, но Америка — это мировая держава победила.
Я сейчас требую спалить Берлин.
Welcome to a new episode of Russian Hate Speech, where we break down the most absurd statements of Russian propagandists trying to fuel anti-Western sentiments among Russians. As expected, Russian propagandists erupted in fury in response to Ukraine's offensive in the Kursk region. Despite the operation's evident success, they dismissed it as futile, blamed the West, and escalated their threats against Ukraine's Western allies. Russian politician Andrei Isayev even went so far as to claim that Ukraine's use of Western weapons in the Kursk operation constitutes a casus belli against Russia. We conclude that there was an attack on the internationally recognized territory of the Russian Federation using Western weapons. This constitutes a legal casus belli, a justification for war. It means we now have the right to act, with no red lines in regards to the West. We reserve the right to respond in any manner, at any location, and at any time. This must be well understood on their side. Ukraine's use of Western weapons doesn't drag Western countries into war against Russia. It merely equips Ukraine to defend itself against an unprovoked invasion. Claiming otherwise is just a desperate attempt by Russia to shift attention away from its inability to secure its own borders and cope with the significant impacts of Ukraine's strategic advances. And here is Russian journalist Nikolai Starikov accusing the West of orchestrating the attack on the Kursk region. The West attacked the Kursk region of the Russian Federation. That's right. Zelensky is just the dog they set on us. I think the West is trying to distance itself from this because the truth is very inconvenient for them. They want to appear as peacekeepers to the world, when in reality, they are the main instigators of the war. Russian propagandists will use every opportunity to demonize the West to rally domestic support for the Kremlin's imperial goals, while omitting the fact that Russia's own unlawful invasion and relentless aggression triggered this response from Ukraine. Finally, here is a Russian military expert Alexei Lyankov, claiming that Western countries through their military support for Ukraine deserve a nuclear retaliation from Russia. Many of these countries that supply weapons have long earned a nuclear sentence. Many. London, which is still very active. Paris, and, of course, Washington and Warsaw. The question is how we will respond. We understand the responsibility. This will affect everyone. But in their frenzy, in their madness, they continue pushing this agenda, throwing Ukrainians into the fire without regard for their losses, and preparing other countries as well. They think that by weakening us and us seemingly ignoring it, they can cross all red lines without consequences. They are profoundly mistaken. The process is already underway. Such fear-mongering and manipulation are key strategies in Russia's information war, designed to deflect responsibility and distort reality. As we've seen, no matter how vehemently Russian propagandists spin these tales, the facts on the ground speak a different truth. This relentless distortion campaign only highlights their desperation to legitimize their actions on the global stage. Thank you for joining us on Russian Hate Speech. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and don't let propaganda win.